Javonte Williams' situation in Dallas is not a debate about performance. It's a debate about time. The NFL offseason doesn't reward organizational hesitation. The Cowboys enter March needing clarity, not optimism. While the market moves, Dallas remains in a holding pattern. Williams delivered the most consistent season of his career. He produced efficiently, impacted the run game, and stabilized the offense. This wasn't empty volume. It was meaningful production. He helped define the offensive rhythm in 2025. But past production does not solve future cap problems. The uncertainty has nothing to do with his ability. It revolves around financial structure and timing. It revolves around representation and negotiation logistics. It revolves around planning in a tight cap environment. And planning is everything for a pressured front office. Dallas has learned before the cost of emotional decisions. Overcommitting financially can damage two competitive cycles. Waiting too long can eliminate other market opportunities. The balance is delicate, and the deadline is approaching quickly. The Cowboys need answers before March 9th. If those answers don't come, the decision may be made by default. And in the NFL, default decisions rarely favor the team. Williams' talent isn't on trial. Time is. Williams' biggest opponent isn't another running back. It's the salary cap. Dallas is operating with a significant deficit. Every dollar committed requires a sacrifice elsewhere. And this roster has more urgent structural needs. $7 million per year may not sound excessive, but context defines value in the NFL. The Cowboys still need defensive reinforcements. They need offensive line stability. Financial flexibility is not a luxury, it's survival. The running back market has shifted league-wide. Teams are hesitant to invest long-term at the position. Production can often be replicated through the draft. Short-term contracts have become the norm. Dallas must decide whether to follow that model. Paying Williams signals commitment to continuity. Letting him walk signals a pivot toward flexibility. Both paths carry risk, but only one protects cap maneuverability. And cap health dictates competitive windows. The real question is priority. Is Williams a cornerstone piece? Or is he a productive asset within a system? Those are two different valuations, and front offices make that distinction coldly. The pause in negotiations is not a minor detail. It's a structural obstacle. Without representation, formal negotiations stall. Without a clear intermediary, proposals lack structure. And without structure, there is no timeline. Changing agents during a critical window creates uncertainty. It slows financial discussions. It introduces valuation ambiguity. It increases negotiation risk. And Dallas cannot negotiate blindly. From the player's perspective, seeking new representation suggests ambition. Perhaps Williams believes his 2025 production elevated his market. Perhaps he expects stronger external interest. But the NFL operates on timing, not projection. And timing is running short. If a new agent isn't secured quickly, the Cowboys may simply move on. Not out of frustration, not out of disregard, but out of necessity. Limbo is the worst possible scenario. Neither renewed nor released. Neither committed nor separated. The Cowboys need a definitive direction, and they need it soon. The market offers both premium and economical alternatives. Some bring higher national recognition. Others bring comparable production at lower cost. But no option is risk-free, and none come without financial consequences. Targeting higher-profile backs would demand heavier investment. That could compromise defensive upgrades. Long-term deals at running back remain controversial league-wide. Championship teams often rotate rather than overcommit. Dallas must decide if it wants to challenge that trend. Choosing cheaper options introduces performance risk, lower ceilings, adaptation uncertainty, possible immediate regression, and inevitable fan backlash. There is also the internal development route. Younger backs require genuine opportunity, but development demands patience. And patience is thin in Dallas. The environment is built on urgency. No decision is perfect, but indecision is the worst outcome. And the clock continues to move. Other franchises are preparing aggressively. The market will not wait. Losing Williams would mean more than losing yardage. It would alter offensive identity. Dallas rediscovered balance in the ground game. That balance fueled play-action efficiency. It reduced pressure on the quarterback. The offense functioned best with backfield stability. Clock control improved. Third down efficiency improved. Red zone reliability improved. Those margins define playoff outcomes. Replacing numbers is possible, Replacing chemistry is harder. The impact extends beyond box scores. It touches tempo and cohesion. It influences offensive confidence. Still, the Cowboys must think beyond one season. They cannot anchor themselves to short-term comfort. They must evaluate sustainability. They must evaluate long-term efficiency. They must operate without fear. The worst mistake would be acting emotionally. Fear of losing production. Fear of public reaction. Fear of strategic risk. Winning organizations choose conviction over comfort. The Javonte Williams situation is bigger than a contract. It reflects organizational philosophy. Will Dallas prioritize continuity or flexibility? Will it invest in stability or restructure the position? The answer defines its competitive model. A quick renewal signals trust in the current core. Allowing him to leave signals systemic recalibration. Both decisions send messages internally. Players notice how franchises handle key contributors. Culture is shaped in moments like this. The front office faces a strategic test. This is not about fan emotion. It is not about nostalgia. It is about resource allocation in a tight window. And the margin for error is thin. Dallas cannot afford to enter free agency uncertain. It must know its financial structure. It must know its personnel direction. It must know its identity. And it must act before the market defines it. Javonte Williams may remain a Cowboy, but if he does, it will be calculated, not reactive, because reactive teams lose leverage. And Dallas has already lost too much time in recent years.